Alright, the penultimate. Travel west to a small island off the coast and follow the swimmer to seek the water of life. Alright, west. Small island, that's the one. Then follow the swimmer to the water of life. That should be too tough. So this must be the Horker one, which I think is the first one we read about. Yep, there he is, probably. In fact, all the Horkers are white and that one's black, and that's the different thing, right? Are there foes in the water around here? Not really sure what to expect. The swimmer. How do you do, swimmer? Am I faster than you? I think I'm faster than you. Maybe not. Might be tied. I do have to breathe, which sets us apart a bit. This one when a giant horrible shark comes out. Am I faster above the surface? I might be. Where are we going? Seeing weird shapes out there. Far away from... Oh god, we're really far away. Well, way to go, me. At least we have a map, kind of. Oh, we're going north. We're actually not that far from the shore. We're swimming parallel to the shore instead. That explains the horizon I see over there, where it goes slanting like that, then over across. It's because over there is the actual shoreline to my right. There's like a very slight discoloration I can just barely make out in that direction. Sometimes. Not always. Not right now. I suddenly can't see crap underwater. Oh, there we go again. Where we're going? Oh, here. There's ice over here. The swimmers led me to the entrance of an underwater cave. Oh, hello. Okay. Here we go. There's the cave. Hopefully there's air down there. Also, I should save before I go in just in case it crashes. Long swim. Stallman's Gorge. Oh. The answer is no. Actually. I'm gonna be super drowned in a second here. Okay. How did I break... How did I break another hat? How does that keep happening? Let's see. Swift swim. That applies here, sure. But I also need underwater breathing. How is that the thing I don't have right now? What happens when I run out of breath? Do I just die? Nimbleness. Fortify agility, recall, rest of St. Maurice, restore stats, Saren's gift. Okay, how about these guys? Got a lot of scrolls sitting around. I really thought I had a underwater breathing. I guess we're gonna find out what happens to me. Do I just take damage every second? Oh. So basically I'll never die because I constantly heal. Unless the damage starts getting higher. Ah! No, go away. Being rude. Am I immune to ever dying from drowning? Does drowning just do some small amount of damage per second until you die, but then if you have a little bit of health regen constantly, you're safe? There's the waters of life. That was easy to find. Another swift swim is here. Oh, water breathing. They give you one on the inside, but now I've learned not to care. Mwahaha. And the swift swim still applies. Oh yeah, this is faster. This is much faster. After a long, dangerous swim, I have retrieved the waters of life. I should return with them to the Waterstone. Okay. Preferably on land. Yeah, I think I just can't drown in this game. Weird. Huh. Yeah, I think it's the first time I've actually let the meter completely empty, so I've never had a chance to learn. So we're gonna be going off towards this northern chunk of the island now. I'd rather continue on land. I think I go faster, but it's hard to be sure. It's hard to be sure if I go faster or not on land. But being on land definitely makes me feel like I'm going faster because I can jump around like a lunatic and I can see the ground beneath me moving. Whereas when I'm at sea, I can't even tell if I'm moving half the time. All I see is grayness. Can I escape? Oh right, I can because I have pants. Come to me, crappy pants. There we go. I haven't had to do one of those for a while because this island is so flat that it doesn't really become a problem for me. I almost forgot I had it. Thankfully, still have it. One of the many things I picked up over the course of the adventure where I'm like, well, that finally gets rid of that problem I've had the entire playthrough, but now it's gone forever. It's really gratifying to have those moments. So this whole place is like a big ol' ice shelf, it looks like. Ow. Oh my god! Minor damage. Not being able to see the ground made it feel like an even more gargantuan fall, but it's like negligible damage. What's this thing? This thing looks important. It's like someone's nightmare ice keep. It's like we're gonna find the abominable. Oh, this door's not even named. They won't even tell you what it is. It's like we're gonna find the abominable snowman and then like rip all of his teeth out, and then make him work in slave labor for food because he can't hunt anymore. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is kind of a fucked up movie, is what I'm getting at. A really messed up movie. That's what happens in it. Ow, that hurt. Like, I'll be honest, like that snowman guy, scariest thing ever when I was a kid. The way that he's like, he keeps changing size somehow in every shot he's in, so you don't really get a sense of how big he is. But he just seems like this gargantuan looming threat in the wilderness. And he seems unstoppable and incredibly dangerous, and he's got this nightmare roar, and you never see him on camera all the way for most of it. Like, they took all the right tips from, like, Jaws about how to make, like, a scary monster. For me, it's like Jaws and the Xenomorph from Alien, and then, like, the Abominable Snowman from the stop-motion cartoons as being, like, the fucking scariest monsters in all of fiction, basically. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. But then they finally reach him, and freaking Mr. Mountain Climber dude just takes his pick and he rips out all of his teeth. Just rips every single tooth straight out of his skull, which is like the most weirdly brutal, nightmarish, gory thing to have happen in like a children's cartoon or stop motion thing anyway. Is that like, yeah, we just ripped all the teeth out of his skull and those don't come back. No big deal. We just permanently disfigured him in a very, not just in a like a brutal way that would have blood and horrible screaming and stuff, but like it also it's brutalized him in a way that like would take time, because like it takes a really long time to rip teeth out one by one across an entire mouth of a creature, especially one that big. And this happens in a children's show, one that we show every Christmas because we're so Christmas obsessed in the United States that we freaking show the same goddamn trailers every time. Did I go too far? Not trailers. But what like there's a channel that just shows a Christmas story all day long on Christmas, and there's also a lot of channels will play the those famous stop motion Christmas cartoons just ad nauseum all day, because they know what they're doing. They know that those, it's Christmas Day, so they're like, oh, our channels are just gonna be background noise to the main event, which is Christmas happening. So we'll just play the same Christmas movie that we always play every year, on loop, over and over again, and that'll just play in the background while Christmas happens, and then all of our advertising will seep into their brains. We'll actually be able to charge extra for ads probably on that day while just showing the same content without having to make anything. They know what they're doing. Found our way back. And I didn't even have to rip all the teeth out of an abominable snowman. Abominable? I don't, that's a hard word. It's a weird word. It's a word that never comes up, ever. At most, it's a mutation of the word abomination, I think. I've completed the Gift of Water ritual. I believe that's all of them except for the one that I was confused by. That's good. Did sun, tree, earth, water, beast. Just need to get wind again. Okay. As I approached the windstone, I saw a magical writing appear on its surface. It read, "Travel south and east of the Lake of Ice to Glenshell's tomb and free the winds from Greedy Man's bag." It says south and east of the lake. I tried going southeast-ish, didn't really pan out. Now I'm a little curious though, like what if it means, looks like I need to go straight east at this point. What if it means south to the lake and then east from the lake? Because it says travel south and east of the lake, or is it travel south and east of the lake? Like, is the south and the east both applied to the lake, or is it just you travel south of the lake and then east of the lake? Because you have to go south to get to the lake, then you can travel east from the lake, and that would kind of technically work. The grammar is something you can interpret in multiple ways. I think that by far the most intuitive way is to go is just be like, oh, start at the lake, then go southeast. But I tried that already and it didn't quite work out. But at the same time, it's just a cardinal direction, and we're kind of out in the open here, so... Whoa. Dwemer? Manabi Vilith. All you've got on you is garbage. Whoa. 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 Roll over, boy, roll over. Roll over. Oh, I'm sorry, Snow Wolf. You could have just not done what you just did instead, but I mean, it's really your fault. Manolos Virith. Airship Captain's Journal. Oh, it's a crashed airship? Oh, neat. These guys just had their own little version of the Grey with their wolf attacks and everyone's dying in the wilderness like this. That's rather memorable. I like that movie. Only because it's not real for me. Journal of Captain Roberto Jodoin, Commander Beauchamp Expedition. Oh! Isn't this the exact expedition we heard about? That we were supposed to help out or something? Or, I don't know. I think we've heard about this expedition before. Yeah. In Aldrun? Today is the day. Beauchamp's airship seems sturdy enough and the crew is ready to set sail. We'll travel north-northwest until we reach the island of Solstheim. According to Beauchamp, the Rothmann's Bane Wolf Formation is somewhere near the Mostring Mountains. The barrow we're set to explore is located at the Wolf's Eye. We'll get Beauchamp's precious magic items and be back at the Guild of Mages in a few days. What could possibly go wrong? Everyone died. That's what went wrong. Entry 4. Apparently we skipped 2 entries for some reason. It doesn't even say day 4, just entry 4. Weird. Damn conjurers, sorcerers, inventors, scientists, and all their academic ilk. Beauchamp promised me his airship would hold together. Promised me it could be sailed just like a sea-bound craft. All lies. This monstrosity is barely holding together. We've been trailing bits and pieces of it ever since we left Aldrun. Just an hour ago, we lost one of the Dwemer cogs from the main engine. If this were a frigate or sloop, I'd be holding her together just fine, but alas, trying to control an airship is like setting to sea in a barrel with a spoon for an oar. Entry 6, land ho! Entry 7. It's normal for a crew member to get edgy, but the Argonian finally went berserk. I told him repeatedly before we left Aldrun that an airship sails in the sky, not in the water. He told me he understood, but his fear of heights must have finally taken sway. In a frenzied state, he grabbed the wheel and almost forced us into the sea. I had no choice but to run him through. Swims in Swells was his name, and a good crew member he was before this unfortunate incident. I would have preferred a burial at sea, but considering our current situation, we have no choice but to toss his body overboard. We aimed for the ocean, but by the time the airship had drifted over Solstheim, alas, I fear we missed, and his corpse landed somewhere on the southeastern shore. Oh. So somewhere to the southeast there's a groaning corpse. Entry 9. We've located Rothman's Bane. At least, Beauchamp was right about something. The wolf formation runs from east to west, with the head, the eye, toward the eastern end. We'll look for a place to set down and then explore Rothman's Barrow, assuming that is where Beauchamp said it would be. I must also note that the going is slower than I'd like. There's a fell chill in the air, and I don't trust the dark clouds that have gathered over the mountains. Entry 11. We've been assailed by a blizzard, and the likes of which I have never seen. I feared a storm, but could never have imagined anything like this. Beauchamp's contraption is coming apart at the seams, and I don't think we can hold altitude. There's nowhere to land, but land we must. Entry 12. Dead. All of them dead. Most of the crew were killed instantly when the airship went down. The few that made it soon succumbed to the cold. I alone survived. Need to make a camp. Snow is blocking my way into the ship's hold. I go into the barrow. I go to the barrow in the Murning. I can hardly write. My hands are nearly frozen. Entry 13. So cold. So cold. So hungry. Madness taking me. I can feel I see eyes, night eyes, wolf eyes. Hear them. So hungry. Eye of wolf coming. White wolf. So cold. Take. That's mine now. Add it to my long list of things I have too many of now. Here's the captain. He had one lucky coin, apparently. I might as well put a helm back on. Or is the wolf one? Yeah, the wolf one's really that broken. Alright. We'll make do. Itchy tasty is what I'm thinking when I got to the ending part. Where he's slowly losing his mind. Did Resident Evil come out before Morrowind? It must have. Morrowind's like late 90s, right? The whole... You guys have... Oh. It's the front bow thing. Whatever it's called. I thought there was a whole statue just perched on top of this thing. Not that that made much more sense. This thing's still powered. Francois Macon. Trying to remember. Let's see. Yeah, Rothman's Barrow. Louis Beauchamp. Rothman's Barrow is a grave. Well, crypt. It is said to lie that the barrow is at the eye of the wolf. There's a formation you see. Rock. Ice. That sort of thing. Shaped like a wolf. The wolf that killed Rothman. He's said to be, entombed at the wolf's eye. It's only visible from the sky, or, well, an airship. That's why I built it. Built the airship. Hire the crew. They find the barrow, recover the amulet, then they bring it to me. Perfect plan, I thought. But nope. It seems the crew located the barrow, but before they could set down, the airship got caught in a surprise snowstorm and crashed in the mountains. I need to get the captain's journal back to Louis Beauchamp. Outside the Eldrin Guild of Mages in Vardenfell. It will prove to him what happened to the airship and its crew. Okay. So this was what we were finding. So I guess I've already completed the objective. But if I could figure out what the shape of the wolf formation is, then if I found the Rothman's eye, I could find the amulet myself. Question, of course, is the amulet worth the trouble? I've at the very least tried what I came here for. The problem is you can only see the eye from the sky. Like, how would I even find it? Anything visible up here? I could try this. Oops. I could try flying straight up for a bit. The problem is, of course, that, Oh. Wow. That's really obvious. Never mind then. I thought there'd be a mountain range that's shaped like a wolf. It's a freaking wolf-shaped tiny pile of rocks. It looks completely... It looks really... Like, it looks funny. It's ridiculous looking. Alright, well, I might as well get the special item we're here for. There's also these guys, apparently. I'll take care of them, though.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
You should have picked an easier opponent, I say to you. I barely had a chance to finish the sentence before you died. Dude, berserkers are so much... They're comically easy to kill compared to everything around them. It's weird. Like, most life forms around here are completely hardier than the average berserker, which seem to think they're hot shit, and they're just never hot shit. How do they even live that long compared to everyone else around here? I just figured with all these enemies around here, you'd think that those guys would be in trouble before long. Ow. Oh god. It's the white wolf. Freaking the hell out. That's curious. He seemed to come out of nowhere. Maybe he just snuck up on me, but it almost seemed like maybe that was the white wolf that killed Rothmund, and it's like in spirit form showing up here constantly. Because it was there to kill them, too. It seemed to kill the captain, and then it also attacked me when I got near the eye of the wolf.
Some they call me Rothmund's Bane, with midnight teeth and moonlight mane. I am the wolf one soul may tame, by uttering my given name. But speak the truth for those who lie, gain not the wealth beyond my eye. Answer false and evermore, closed shut will be my icy door. What is my name?
Okay, I'm gonna say nothing and walk away.
You did not speak and walked away. Quite wise, not knowing what to say. You may try and name me again.
Okay, so the game lets you get away with not naming him. Good. Okay. So back to doing other things. I don't think I have Rothmund's Bane as a document, do I? I'm sure I can find it in a local library, and we can learn about this dude. So many items, and I'm always afraid to get rid of any of them, but also I'm really not sure where to put them, to be honest. Maybe I'll just make a pile on the floor in a random spot. Maybe the journal? He's called Rothmund's Bane, and called the Wolf Formation. But was he ever named? I don't know if he is ever named. I didn't recognize the names that showed up in that screen, that's for sure. We'll get back to our main objective, which is to figure out where the wind thing is. And then when I get back, when I'm back in town, I'll tell them about the fact that I have the white helm I'm supposed to get as proof of murdering that dude. And ooh, I wonder if that's worth considering. What if the Argonian they talked about earlier has the document I need? That's like the loose end, right? Is that they told me about that Argonian. Whee! They told me about the Argonian that fell off, or they threw overboard. I wonder if you might have a document on him that teaches you about Rothmund's Bane and other stuff. That would be useful. No. Ah. Bad. Ow. Ow. Rimhole. Ow. Thank you for the medium armor skill. Wasn't really going for that, but thank you. Is it right there? Shit. You guys like full armor over there. Ah! Under attack. Is this the main town over here? No, it's a... Oh, that's the guy that was mad at me on sight. Ah! Everyone's trying to kill me all the time in this game. Ow. Ow. Well, here's the lake. That's really what I'm here for. Is it weirdly bright right here? If it is, it may not be for any particular reason. Oh crap, I can't get out. Gotta go back this way. There we go. Yeah, that's a weirdly bright spot. So is that one over there. Huh. Why is every hole weirdly bright? Every hole in the ice is. That's one of the stones, not the right one, but it's one of them. Travel south and east to the Lake of Ice to Glenshell's tomb and free the winds from the greedy man's bag. Well, let's try this again. That's the wrong direction completely. We're just going south, east. Let's take a close look at the mountain range, I suppose. That's like the only primary feature that's around. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The mountain range makes sense because it's the Stone of Winds, and mountains divert winds, so that could be the right direction to go down. Are you a... Aren't you a...
Come, friend.
Dude?
I make the best armor on all of Solstein.
Thank you. All I really wanted. Gonna put that helm back on now for the light armor, if I can find it. Gotta scroll. There we go. Try not to go down the main part of the valley because there's enemies everywhere, but gotta see if there's anything that's a surprise. Oh, Glenshell's tomb. There we go. It's just hiding in the middle of the tomb, in the middle of the area. So not really any harder to find than everything else we had to find for this quest. I just went around it. Please die. I need to free it from the asshole's bag. Oh, there's so many of them here. Hi. Bye-bye. Don't mind me. Oh my gosh, the greedy man's bag. Whoa. I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. No thank you. It's unnecessary. I'm free. Yeah, fighting all them would have taken a while. Now I just need to re-find the windstone because I didn't find it earlier. Whoops. I tried to find the windstone and just didn't kind of... I was trying to use it as a starting point and go from it, but I just didn't really find it. So I need to relocate what I found a few episodes ago. It's at the main fork, isn't it? I think it was just past the main fork. You can't catch me. That's why I feel about you thinking that my death is near. You can't get me. I'm just too much of a badass. I think it was like... This is the main fork? Yep. It was like across the main fork, I think. I just lose track of it in this massive spikes over here. There's so many. I think it's that one. This was pretty brief. I do like the detail that you do more or less retrace the steps of the quest. So like reading that extensive document was like a roadmap to the next few hours of the game. Much like before, much like when we were on the main continent, we're once again recreating legend. A lot of journal updates. As I approached the windstone, it began to glow with a mystical light. I completed the ritual, the Gift of Wind's ritual. I have completed all 6 rituals necessary and should return to Hotfang. Right over there, the Skull Village, right uphill. Alright. So next up, we're going to be back in Hotfang, or back to Hotfang in Skull Village, and we're going to find out what they probably inevitably want from me next. I basically did 3 tasks down at the keep to get to work with them, and then the attack happened. And now I've done 1 task that was 6 things long in order to get good with them. So we'll see if anything changes. Surprising lack of werewolf so far, but a lot of wolf references so far. So we'll see. Did the storm pick up because I did the quest, or just because of random chance? I wonder. It'll be your blood, not mine?
How does it feel to know death is? May the wind be on your back.
What the fuck? Oh, that... They're attacking that dude. Just trying to be really careful to not hit somebody else. We good?
Hail, friend.
Okay. I was really worried that I was either being ambushed or I had somehow pissed off the NPCs irrevocably. I'm like, oh no. But no, they were just attacking people that were chasing me in a train. All is peaceful in Scow Village once again.